Back in 2017, Brisbane was promised a railway. A 10-kilometre line tunnelled under the river and the CBD to fix the bottleneck that strangled southeast Queensland's network for 50 years. The pitch was tidy, $5.4 billion, most of it built by 2025, trains running by 2026. It's 2026 now. There are no trains. The line won't open until 2029, and the cost has landed at just over $19 billion, about 3.5 times what the public was told. So what went wrong? You'll get two completely different answers. One side says a rogue union deliberately sabotaged the biggest project in the state's history. The other says a government and its contractors cut corners until a man died on site, and now they're blaming the people who raised the alarm. Quick bit of context, because the engineering is the whole point. Brisbane's network funnels almost everything across one river crossing, the Merivale Bridge. That single pinch point caps the capacity of the entire system. Cross River Rail is the fix, with twin tunnels and 4 new underground stations, including Albert Street, Brisbane's first new CBD station in over a century. It's the biggest project Queensland has ever attempted, and it's meant to be the spine of how the city moves during the 2032 Olympics. On the money, both sides actually agree. Greenlit in 2017 under Labor at $5.4 billion. When the Crisafulli LNP government won in late 2024 and opened the books, the figure jumped past $17 billion, then settled in October 2025 at $19.041 billion. 5 years late. Some of that is genuine. Scope. Inflation. The optimism bias that hits every mega project, but the government pointed at something more specific. They pointed at industrial action. Here's the part you can't skip. In late 2023, a 29-year-old worker named Daniel Sa'u died after a full day on the job. The reported cause was heat stress. He left behind a wife and 3 kids. In early 2024, workers walked off, first over safety, then over wage theft, after claims a major subcontractor wasn't paying the correct rates. The union's case is that they were the ones warning about cost cutting and safety, and they're being scapegoated for problems the project created itself. The version inside the Commission of Inquiry is very different, and I'm going to attribute everything here because none of it has been proven. Graham Newton, the chief executive of the Cross River Rail Delivery Authority, told the inquiry the union purposefully disrupted work to maximize delays and cost overruns. He alleged they timed rallies and industrial action to hit critical works, and made unsubstantiated safety claims to undermine the project. The hard number behind that is 148 days of work halted between April and December 2024 during a bargaining dispute between the head contractor CPB and the union. Then CPB's general manager Vince Sanfilippo gave evidence, and his figures are the ones that stop you scrolling. CPB told the inquiry that disruption wiped out about 55% of productivity on key parts of the project, and on its own estimates added roughly $580 million to costs. He described negotiations with the union as bullish and aggressive, and he alleged the union appeared to want a say in which subcontractors got hired. The detail drawing the most attention is that CPB was offered an alternative compliance letter, more aligned with the union's demands, sent from a delivery authority executive's private Hotmail account. Sanfilippo said it didn't feel right. So, is it case closed? Not even close. The union rejects the central allegations and points back to the death, the injuries, and the alleged underpayment. And here's the point I'd want you to walk away with. Say every allegation gets upheld. A union can still only stop work on a project that lets it. A $580 million productivity loss is also a story about contracts that didn't price industrial risk, and a government that, on the evidence, was in the room shaping subcontractor deals. The union didn't set the original budget. The government did, and it was never realistic. And this matters now because Brisbane is about to build more, not less. The Olympics, faster rail, a workforce shortage to match. Cross River Rail opens in 2029. The Games are in 2032. That's a 3-year buffer on the most important piece of transport infrastructure for the event, assuming nothing else slips. The inquiry is still sitting. No findings yet, and the people named are entitled to have allegations treated as exactly that. So, what's your read? Union overreach or a convenient villain for a blowout that was baked in from day one? Tell me in the comments. Cheers for watching.